giving your best in AMX 30. Hello guys and welcome back to World of Tanks Ace Tanker series. As you can see, today we'll be driving on the Live Oaks map and we are going to drive the Tier 9 French medium tank, the AMX 30 first prototype. And driving the AMX 30 is ThunderStruck. So he is platooned with a Tier 8 STA-1 and they are in a really nice matchup here. The matchup is Tier 9, there's a lot of Tier 9s, a few Tier 8s and a few Tier 7. But as you can see, the game is not starting very well because the friendly team is shooting each other, which is really bad, and the guy that got shot was standing next to Thunder. It was a scout that was trying to find the spots on the crossing enemies. Now this position here that you're seeing is a really nice position from where you can put a couple of shots in the tanks that are trying to cross by, like that T10. But you don't want to overstay your welcome here because there is a lot of tank destroyers on the positions at E3, and if you get spotted you're going to get shot. As I was saying about the tank destroyers, there's that object 704 in a nice position to shoot at this position. Now ThunderStruck and his platoon mate are going to attack on the 0 line, which is where the usually medium tank goes. But on this map, as you can see, the heavy tanks are also pushing that position, which can be good sometimes, but they left the city unprotected, and it is a matter of time when the enemy team realizes that there is nobody in the city and they start to push and overrun the T10 and the lightweight that are defending. Now ThunderStruck puts a nice shot here on the T54. He does around 400 damage. So you can see that the gun of this tank is pretty nice. It is a 260mm of penetration, 390 alpha damage. It fires around 6 shots per minute. And as you can see, you really don't have to aim with this gun, you will hit everything on the move. I was just joking, this was a really nice shot here, but we're really lucky from this position. He was lucky to shoot at the tank and hit. Now he ran into two tanks here, shot one, killed it, and pushed on the second one, which allowed the friendly team to come from the other side and finish it off. Now this is a problem for them because almost the entirety of the friendly team is on this side and the enemies have killed the defenders in the city, so there is nobody else to cap the base. Sorry, to defend the base from the cap. Now Thunder is trying to find a shot here on this object 704, but instead decides to go back and try and protect the cap. Now this is a really nice move from him. He senses that the cap is going to be in danger and he realizes that and goes back immediately. Now he is signaling his teammate to come back with him and shoot at the cap. If they can have nice positions to shoot, they can do a lot of damage and reset the cappers. Now the cap is being capped really slowly here. That means that only one tank is inside and he has some time to stay here and shoot at the object 704. You have to be really careful when you are doing stuff like this. Unfortunately, that last shot on the object 704 doesn't penetrate and doesn't kill it. But now he has the shot on the T10. And now when the cap is at around 40%, he goes back and tries to reset. Now you have to be careful, as I was saying, when you're doing stuff like this. It just might happen that you come in late and do not reset the cap and basically you lose the game because there are more than one cappers, like it looks like here, and it is going really fast for the tanks to cap, but this was a really nice reset on the 99%, and this is what makes you lose games in the game like this. you are one of the tanks that want to do damage, and you start shooting from the cap like this AMX and that 49 before him, and you allow the friendly team to reset, kill the cappers, and now have the chance to win the game. Now the game is not going very well for them. There is only 5 of them against the 8 of the enemy team, and the enemy team has the bigger tanks. Only tier 9 on the friendly team is Thunderstruck, and he will have to show his maximum effort here to finish the game by win. Now they have some nice tanks here, the IS-6 and the STA-1, but they can just do so much damage to the enemies, and it is a matter of time if they will be able to shoot at anything and not die. Now nice shot there on the T-30 and nice spotting damage for Thunder. The T-30 is dead in the water there. Basically he is not moving, and even though he is out of the spotting from Thunder, he gets killed, and I really don't know what he was doing in the middle of the water, but it really doesn't matter. That's now 5 against 7, and the chances are increasing in the favor of the defending team. Now the next that one is spotted is the T-26E4. Unfortunately Thunder does not have a shot from him from this side, but as the good mobility on this tank allows him to move around the battlefield, he goes for the flanking shot, finds one in, and continues to flank around the super pushing. Now the position that he is in here now is pretty dangerous. If the enemy team is capping the positions at E3, and there is usually somebody at E3, he is going to get spotted here and shot from the position that I just mentioned, but it looks like there is nobody there. The enemy team has made a mistake and not pushed through the city where the super pushing was. So splitting up the team when you are winning is really a bad idea. You are allowing the enemies to pick you up one by one. Really nice shot there on the super pushing. Notice that Thunderstruck is using gold shells. The gold shells have around 200 penetration, and it is enough to go through the armor of the super pushing. We know that it has a really strong armor. But when you are in situations like this, you really have to do everything in your power to win the game, and if that means you have to use the shells to penetrate some of the better armored tanks, then you should do it. You should not hesitate. Now I was talking about the mobility of the tank. The mobility is great. He can move at around 55 km per hour, which is pretty nice for a tier 9 medium tank, and it accelerates really quickly, but what it has in the mobility, it really trades off in the armor, because this tank is not that really armored. It has some chance to bounce off the shots of its cupola, but it is really fortunate for you if you are able to bounce anything. The good thing is that gun depression is at around, I believe it's 8 degrees, and it allows you to poke the ridges and shoot at your opponents, not exposing that much of a tank. Unfortunately his friendly platoon mate gets shot down here by the artillery. He is on low HP, but he is still alive and he can do much to help the team. Now Thunder does a great thing here. He goes for a flanking shot on the T10 and the IS-6. Now they have them in crossfire from 3 positions, and that IS-6 is only a matter of time when he is going to be penetrated and finished. Fortunately this doesn't penetrate, but he has still shots on the IS-6 very cleanly. The IS-6 is getting spotted by his platoon mate, and he is also getting shot from 2 sides, and it is only a matter of time when it will fall. Now that T10 killed the T3 for 1, and Thunderstruck has to be careful here to not get shot by the T10 if he rushes the city and comes from his side. But it looks like the T10 is not going to push forward. on Thunder and basically force him to retreat. So Thunder was able to put the final shot in the T10 and now goes with the STA-1 to clean out the 0 line. And there's that T10. Now they will have to stop here for a moment and kill the attacking T10. What Thunder has going for him is a probably better view range than the tier 9 Russian heavy tank, but he has to find the position from which he can spot the tank and retreat in time after he gets the first shot in. So the T10 is not that great much HP, and if Thunder gets the first shot, he will be one shot for him for the next shot. So it is really nice for him to take this position here and just wait. And his platoon mate is also there to support him. The T10 is looking actually at the STA-1, ignoring the Thunderstruck, and that's a mistake for him, and that's the last thing he did in this game. Now it was 5 against 8, and this game came to 2 against 3, and one of them being the artillery. So the object 704 is at 1 shot, as we recall, and unfortunately we don't know how many hit points does the Panzer IV tank destroyer has, but it really doesn't matter if Thunderstruck and his platoon mate do this correctly. And there's the Panzer IV. He out-aims. Unfortunately, the Panzer IV gets one shot in to Thunderstruck and reduces him to 99 HP. That was the artillery shot, it was way off. So he is now on 9 kills and he is on 99 HP, which is basically one shot for any of the other tanks. His platoon mate is also on 1 shot. He doesn't have any kills, but he did a really good job here because he was constantly threatening from the other side and providing crossfire on the tanks. And we saw there that the T10 was looking at the STA-1 and wasn't able to defend against shots from Thunderstruck. Now, the last known position of the object is somewhere in the water, around F5, and Thunderstruck is risking here to maybe get his sixth sense tingling and to get his spot on the object 704. They don't really have much time. There is only 2 minutes to the end of the game now. They could cap, but it is very bad for them. If they go into cap, the enemy will know where they are and will have the first shot and the spot on them. Now he spots the GV Tiger P here. The GV doesn't know that he is spotted. Gets one shot in. Unfortunately, low rolls, not enough to kill the GV. The second shot doesn't go in and he will have to go for the artillery. Now there is only 1.5 minutes left. After they kill the artillery, they have to find the object 704 and finish the game. The object is on 1 shot and it is really likely that the Thunderstruck will kill him if he finds him. Unfortunately, this shot just delays the Thunder in his efforts to find the last tank and kill it. They have now 1 minute and 10 seconds to find the last tank and kill it. Now they're sweeping the area. Remember, they came from the 0 and 9 line, so apparently the object 704 cannot be in that position. Now they are going through the lines 4 and 5 to basically try and find the object 704, which may have gone to the cap on the friendly side. Only 40 seconds left, and Thunderstruck is asking in the chat at the enemy team to tell him where the object 704 is. He really wants this game to be a victory. He has 10 kills, he did his maximum effort here. He has opportunity to do a really nice game. In my opinion, this is the best game that I saw in the AMX 30. 10 seconds left. Will he find the object after this ridge? He says he's on the railways. 2 seconds, 1 second, and unfortunately he doesn't find the object 704. That's a GG, and let's take a look at the post-game stats. Despite the draw, I have to say this was one hell of a game. You got a couple of medals like Bruiser, Duelist, Fire for Effect, Pulse medal for the tank kills, the High Caliber medal, Tank Sniper medal, Top Gun medal, and of course the Master Badge Ace Tanker. On team score sheet you can see that he did over 8,300 damage, as I said, 10 kills and 1,879 experience for the draw here. On detailed report we can see that he fired 36 shots, of which 32 hit the target and 27 penetrated. Now many of those shots were premium shells and he lost around 33,000 credits, but it doesn't really matter because he had a really nice game, and at the end that's what's important in this game, to have fun. I hope you guys really like this game, and I see you in the next one. Thank you all for watching. If you didn't like the video, drop a dislike or leave a comment how I can improve the channel. And if you liked the video, hit the like button, share and subscribe for more content, as it really helps me out a lot. And then also don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter and Google Plus to get the new content first, every Monday, Wednesday and Friday. And if you're wondering what to watch next, hit the little I button in the top right corner and it will lead you to another video. See you guys next time.